Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Today in this class we are going to see reproduction in bacteria. So if we talk about the bacterial reproduction, bacteria reproduce mainly by two ways: asexual reproduction and your sexual reproduction. So first we will see the asexual reproduction. Bacteria reproduces asexually by binary fission, and this binary fission takes place during the favorable conditions. Favorable conditions means when the bacteria gets all the requirements like temperature, like pH, whatever the optimum temperature bacteria needs for their growth, whatever the pH bacteria needs, when this all conditions which the bacteria needs, it gets exposed to those conditions, then we call it favorable conditions, right? So binary fissions occurs during the favorable conditions. Next, endospores. So endospores takes place during the unfavorable conditions. So unfavorable conditions means what? When the bacterial cell gets exposed to a situation or to a environmental conditions where bacteria like high pH, high salt, high acidic region, so which bacteria normally do not prefer. So that is what we call unfavorable conditions. So at that time the bacterial cell reproduces by endospores. So besides this, bacteria also reproduces asexually by cyst, mesospores, conidospores and budding, right? So next we will see binary fission. So in binary fission, what basically happens? A single bacterial cell divides into two daughter cells. A single bacterial cell divides into two daughter cells. At first, the bacterial cell reaches critical mass in its form and cell components. The circular double-stranded DNA of the bacteria undergoes replication and new complementary strands are formed. That means what? Suppose this is a bacterial cell, okay? So this bacteria wants to reproduce. So first thing, what this bacteria will do? This bacteria will grow in size. Now see, the bacteria is growing bigger, right? Now after some time, what will you see? The DNA, the genetic material of the DNA is copied. That means, see, to form two cells, this cell is going to form another cell, right? Or is going to reproduce to form another cell. So what will happen? For that purpose, there is only one genetic material here. So there is a need of another genetic material, right? So what the bacteria will do, it will start replicating its own DNA. So what is the replication? Replication means when DNA is synthesized from DNA, that process we call the replication. Clear? And this process is taking place here. So you can see from one copy you are getting two copy, right? So this is what we call replication is taking place. Once replication is done, you will see that there is a formation of transverse septum in between the in between the in between the cell, and the area where the transverse septum is from, the cell will break at that area, or cell will separate into two individual cells into that transverse septum area. So you'll be getting from one cell, how many cells you will get? From one cell you are getting two cells. So that is what is your binary fission. The circular double-stranded DNA of the bacteria undergoes replication. So see, replication, synthesis of DNA from DNA, and new complementary strands are formed. These two strands of DNA are then moved to the different poles of the cell. That is, one in this side, another in this side. And a transverse septum. So what is transverse septum? This I have highlighted with this brown color. This transverse septum. This is what we call transverse septum. So this transverse septum is formed. This transverse septum, you can see, then takes place and develops in the middle region of the cell, which separates the two new daughter cells, and thus binary fission is completed. So this is how the bacterial cells reproduce during the favorable conditions. So see here, this is a bacterial cell with a genetic material. This is plasmid. Plasmid is nothing but extra chromosomal segment of DNA. Okay. So here what is happening now? This is one DNA, one genetic material. Now what will happen? You will see there is a formation of two genetic material. How? Two copies. You will see this. You will see two copy of origin. How? By replication. Clear? So from replication, by replication, from one copy you are getting two copies, and these two copies once formed, they will move to, you say they are moving towards the opposite pole, and in between this there is a formation of transverse septum. At this point, the bacterial cell will divide as a two daughter cell. Clear? So that is all about your binary fission. Next, coming to endospore. Endospore developed by the formation of a spore wall around their protoplasm. It has DNA, RNA, organic acids, peptidoglycan, calcium ions. Spores is covered by a thin core membrane surrounded by multi-layered cortex and space. So normally this is a bacterial cell, right, under favorable conditions. Now when these bacterial cells get exposed to unfavorable conditions, what will happen? There will be a formation of spores, and these spores we call the endospores, and this takes place under unfavorable conditions. Unfavorable conditions. Clear? So this is how bacteria reproduce. I have a cycle here. So you can see this is cell wall, this is DNA. DNA is replicated. Fine. So now for this, see here, for this also the DNA needs to be replicated, right? So once DNA is replicated, this two DNA move to the opposite pole, and there will be a formation of spore kind of structures, right? So this is how the bacteria reproduce in case of endospore. So this spore coat, and this spore coat, this mother releases this spore coat and they matures, and when favorable conditions return, they again convert to the bacterial cell. This is one way. Coming to sexual reproduction, so bacteria actually do not produce any sex organ. Then why we are calling it sexual reproduction? If bacteria is not producing sex organ, this is because they have undergone this genetic recombination. Because of this genetic recombination, since sexual reproduction means what? It is a fusion of genes, right? So that is what is happening in bacteria also. That's why we call it sexual reproduction. It is of three types: transformation, conjugation, and transduction. Coming to transformation. So transformation, what are transformation? In transformation, a bacterium takes up DNA from its environment. So bacteria pick up the DNA. Suppose this is a bacterial cell, and in the environment, suppose a bacteria died, and after dying, what happened? Its cell wall got digested and DNA is lying. So now what this new bacterial cell will do, when it comes closer to this DNA, what it will do? This DNA is taken up by the new bacterial cell, and this method of taking up a bacterial DNA, now see, this process of taking a foreign DNA from the environment, we call it transformation, right? So transformation is basically what? Uptake of DNA or naked DNA from the environment. It is basically, we can call uptake of naked DNA from the environment. From the environment. The phenomenon was first discovered by Griffith. So this phenomenon, the scientist who discovered this was Griffith in 1928. And the mechanism was worked out by Avery in 1944. So the mechanism, this concept was discovered by Griffith, and this mechanism was worked out by Avery in 1944. In this process, the DNA of a, so basically what is this process? I already told you, small segments of naked DNA from one bacterium cell to other. Now see, this DNA, once it is uptaked, once it is taken up by a bacteria from the environment, so this DNA is now transferred to other bacterial cell. Yes, so this is how the process continues. So in this process, the DNA of a capsulated bacteria is transferred into a non-capsulated bacteria. If the DNA is circular, it is called plasmid. The plasmid can be copied in the receiving cell and passed it on to its descendants. So we'll see a diagram for better understanding. So see, this is what is a naked DNA. This is a naked DNA. That means no cell wall, no cell membrane is present. So this naked DNA, and this is a new bacterial cell. This is what? This is a bacterial cell. Now your question is, ma'am, where does naked DNA comes into the environment? When a bacteria dies, the cell wall and cell membrane is digested by other bacteria present in the soil, so their DNA gets exposed, and that's why they are lying naked. So when this DNA comes in contact with a bacterial cell, the bacterial cell is taking up this DNA. You can see this DNA is taken up. Now this DNA, there are two chances. Either this DNA is digested by this new bacterial cell by recognizing it as a foreign, or sometimes what happen, they are taking what they will do, they will include this extra DNA into their gene, and this is the process when they includes this outer DNA into their genes, and this again will transfer to another bacteria, is known as transformation. So basically it is the uptake of DNA from the environment and is transferred to its descendants. Clear? So that is all about your genetic transformation. Coming to conjugation. Conjugation was discovered by Lederbach and Tatum in E. coli. The transfer of genetic material, how? From one bacterium to another by direct contact, is called conjugation. So conjugation we can define as what? Transfer of DNA from one cell to another, transfer of DNA from one cell to another by or directly, you can say by direct contact or directly or by direct contact. We will see how direct contact takes place, right? So bacteria shows conjugation are dimorphic, that is, they see bacteria which are which are showing this type of reproduction are classified into two parts, F positive and F negative. Now what is F positive? F positive is, this is a bacterial cell. This is also a bacterial cell. Now inside the bacterial cell there is a genetic material, here also genetic material. In F positive bacteria there will be a presence of extracircular DNA. This is what? This is a extra chromosomal DNA, means apart from genetic DNA this is another chromosomal DNA, and that is what we call plasmid, or it is also known as F factor. So the bacteria which is having this F factor, we call it F positive, and here F factor is absent, or you can say F plasmid is absent, so this is F negative. Clear? So here in case of conjugation you will be getting two types of bacteria, F positive and F negative. F positive is what? Apart from chromosomal DNA there will be a presence of extra chromosomal DNA. There will be presence of extracircular DNA which we call the plasmid, right? And this plasmid which is taking place in a reproduction, we call it fertility plasmid or F plasmid. As plasmid is fertility plasmid is present here, so we will call it F positive, and here fertility plasmid is absent, so we will call it F negative cell. So what is happening now? In conjugation the F positive will directly transfer its DNA to F negative. Clear? So the bacterial cell, see here, the bacterial cell that contains F plasmid act as F positive donor cells or male cells, whereas the cells lacking F plasmid act as F negative recipients, right? So the F plasmid is also named as fertility factor. What is the function of F plasmid? It basically produces sex pili. It produces what? Sex pili. We'll see how sex pili work. So basically we will see in this process what is happening. So this is let me show you here. This is one bacteria, this is another bacteria, right? And this is their genetic material. Here also genetic material. But in case of F positive, there will be one extracircular DNA. That is why this is F positive. Since it is not present, so it is F negative. Now what will happen? This F positive bacteria, this F plasmid, it will start making its copy. It will start making a copy of F plasmid, that is, it undergoes replication. After replication, what happened? This F positive cell, it will produce this kind of tube-like structure. which connects the F positive cell to F negative cell. And this tube-like structure we call it sex pili. We call it sex pili. What is the function of this? It helps in the transfer of newly synthesized extra chromosomal plasmid to F negative cell, converting F negative to F positive. Clear? So here you see, in the process of conjugation, two cells of opposite strain, F positive and F negative, temporarily attached with each other with the help of sex pilus. So this is the sex pilus. Conjugation tube is formed between them due to dissolution of the wall layer. A single-stranded break occurs in the plasmid. The DNA unwinds. So this is because the DNA, I will let you know what is 5' 3' direction. We will see in the biomolecule class. Okay. So the DNA unwinds. This DNA plasmid will start replicating or producing a Xerox copy. Clear? The complementary double-stranded in donor cell is synthesized from 3' to N' continuously by rolling circle mechanism. Actually, DNA is having, if this is DNA, there will be two sides. If I open this DNA, it will look like this. One DNA will be 5' to 3', another will be 3' to 5'. Clear? And 5' to 3', this single strand breaks. So here you see, this is double DNA, right? So if I draw this F plasmid, it is like this. So what will happen? This DNA, this single strand of DNA break. Clear? So here out of this two strand, the breakage takes place in the 5' to 3' strand. Right? So this 5' to 3' strand then migrates to the recipient cells. This migrates to the recipient cell. So in this F positive, only 3' to 5' remains. So what will happen? It will form a Xerox copy of 5' to 3' from the 3' to 5'. Clear now? Any doubt, you just let me know. I'll conduct a live class and I will clear the doubt. So the synthesis of the complementary strand in the recipient cell process discontinuously with RNA primer due to the transfer of F negative. Now you see, because of this, F negative cell is now also have a plasmid. So we call it becomes F negative. See this, F negative becomes F positive. And the two cells separates. It is more clear when you see the diagram. See here, this is a chromosomal DNA, this is your plasmid. So this particular is your F plasmid, that is fertility plasmid, right? But here F plasmid is absent, so this is F negative cell, and here it is present, so this is F positive cell, right? So F positive, what is the function of F plasmid? To form the sex pili. So see, out of two shells, this sex pili, this is called sex pilus, right? Or sex pili. So this sex pili is formed only by F positive bacterial cell, which will now get connected to the F negative cell. Now what will happen? See, this DNA, out of this F plasmid looks like this. Out of this two, it will form a copy of the, you can say one copy of F plasmid will be synthesized. Will be synthesized, right? And this then pass through sex pilus to F negative cell, right? Now you see, this is moving right to F negative cell. Now F negative also have a copy of F plasmid, so now F negative changes to F positive. So this is again F positive. Clear? So that is what is the conjugation. Next, coming to high frequency recombination. So this is also called as HFR conjugation. This we call HFR conjugation. So what is HFR conjugation? Let me first tell you here. So suppose this is a bacterial cell. This is a bacterial cell and this is chromosome. Right? So what will happen in case of in case of HFR strains, this is a bacterial cell and this is your chromosomal DNA. Chromosomal DNA. Now what is HFR strain? I'll show you. And suppose this is your F plasmid. This is your this is your F plasmid. Right? This is your F plasmid. Now what will happen? This is, we called it what? This is your F plasmid. F plasmid means what? It is your fertility plasmid. It is what we called it. We called it fertility plasmid, right? Now what is happening, as it is having both the chromosomal DNA, see here, as both chromosomal DNA and fertility plasmid present, so we called it F positive cell. Now let me tell you F negative cell. In case of F negative cell, what is happening? This is bacterial cell, this is chromosomal DNA, right? So here you can see chromosomal DNA, right? Chromosomal DNA, no F plasmid. So there is no F plasmid, right? So this actually we call this what? We call this F negative cell. Clear? Now sometimes what happen, apart from F positive and F negative, what is happening? See here, this chromosomal DNA is present, but the chromosomal DNA instead of F plasmid, here if you see the F plasmid is present separately along with the chromosomal DNA, but in this case the F plasmid gets integrated with what? With the chromosomal DNA, right? Or I can show you like this. Let me show it like in this way. It integrates with the chromosomal DNA, right? As a result, now see, it is not presented separate, right? So this one we call this HFR strain. HFR strain, that is your high frequency recombination strain. Clear? So this HFR strain, what is happening? This HFR strain also undergo conjugation. How it donates? HFR strain donates to F negative cell. Clear? HFR strain donates it to F negative cell. So this is also a kind of conjugation. Next class we will see in detail about the HFR strain. Clear? So this is basically how the HFR strain, what is HFR strain in conjugation. So this process by which a bacterial F positive bacterial cell comes in direct contact with the F negative cell through the formation of sex pili, we called it what? We called it conjugation. So the function of fertility plasmid is to form the sex pili. Is to form what? Sex pili. Let me show you here. So this is basically your see everyone, this is one cell, this is another cell. This is F positive, this is F negative. Why F positive? Because it has a chromosome, it has a plasmid. F plasmid it do not have, right? So it do not have. Now what will happen? As F plasmid or fertility plasmid is present, so this bacteria will develop a sex pili. Like this, this sex pili will join the F negative cell. This is F positive, this is F negative. So it will join the F negative cell, right? Now you see this is F positive, F negative. Now after some time what will you see? Through this sex pilus there is a transfer of the F plasmid, right? There is a transfer of the copy of S plasmid. Now this is again present. Now you will see after some time you will see this F negative cell is now having both the F plasmids and both the chromosomal DNA. So now we can say what? We can say that F positive and F negative has also changed to F positive. F negative has also changed to F positive. So this type of conjugation we called it F negative F positive conjugation. Clear? Now this HFR strain also can donate the donate its F plasmid to F negative cell. So this HFR strain conjugation we will see next class. Just you need to know what is HFR strain and what is F negative F positive conjugation in this class. Coming to transduction. Transduction was first discovered by Ginder and his teacher Debashree in 1952. Transduction is the transfer of genetic material from one bacterium to another bacteria through bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is there. Let me tell you, suppose this is a bacterial cell, right? And this is its chromosomal DNA. Now here comes one bacteriophage. Bacteriophages are basically virus that eats bacteria. Virus that eats bacteria, right? This is what we call bacteriophage. Now what this will do, see, bacteriophage. So this bacteriophage will release its nucleic acid inside the cell. So you will see inside the cell, you will see apart from bacterial own chromosomal DNA, there is a presence of bacteriophage DNA, right? Now what will happen, this bacteriophage DNA, what will this bacteriophage DNA will do, this bacteriophage DNA will combine, sorry, this bacteriophage DNA will combine with the bacterial genome, right? It combines with bacterial genome, and after some time you will see that this DNA is producing its virus proteins. And once virus proteins are produced, this bacterial cell will lyse and they will release this new bacteriophage. Clear? So this is also called as lytic cycle. It will be more clear in by the next diagram. See here. So this is basically a lytic cycle. Lytic cycle. So this is a bacteriophage and this is bacterial own DNA. So this red color one is the bacteriophage DNA, right? So this bacteriophage DNA gets integrated into the, you can say this bacteriophage DNA gets integrated into the bacterial DNA, right? And the bacterial, instead of bacterial protein, the virus proteins are synthesized, right? So these viruses then released by the lysis of the bacterial cell, and this process we call the lytic cycle. Clear? So what is what it is doing, if this is, you see, phase DNA, it has inserted its genetic material into the bacterial cell, right? So this genetic material, the virus genetic material, will take up the bacterial protein synthesis mechanism to synthesize its own protein, that is virus protein, right? So once virus proteins are synthesized, the bacterial cell will lyse or break. Why? To release this virus particles, virus cells. As there is a breakage of this bacterial cell, so this cycle we call it lytic cycle, that is lysis of the bacterial cell takes place. Clear? But in case of lysogenic cycle, see here, this is also a bacteriophage DNA inserted into the bacterial DNA, but there what it will do, it will bind with the bacterial DNA, but it will not produce any kind of virus cell or virus protein, right? So it remains, this virus DNA gets integrated with bacterial DNA and remains like this, and this form of this combination of viral DNA and bacterial DNA we call the prophage, right? What? Viral DNA integrates, or you can write viral DNA integrates or viral DNA combined with bacterial DNA, or you can write plus sign basically means integrates, right? So these remain like that. Now when this bacterial cell get exposed to UV rays, then what happened? There will be the separation of the genetic material takes place. Clear? And this cycle where there is no formation of virus protein, no lysis of bacterial cell, we call it lysogenic cycle. Clear? So that is all about lytic cycle and lysogenic cycle. So this is whatever we have done this sexual reproduction, this is the brief or summary slide. So here if you see, this is a transformation. Transformation is what? It is an uptake of naked DNA from the environment. So this is basically, say here I have shown the cell, but mainly it is a naked DNA. When a new bacterial cell, this is a new bacterial cell, so when this bacterial cell dies off, so this DNA is taken up by a new bacterial cell, that is what we call it transformation. For conjugation, it is the formation of sex pilus, right? For transduction, it is the transfer of genetic material through viruses. So here is the definition: transformation, introduction, uptake and expression of foreign genetic material. Then conjugation, transfer of DNA via plasmid from a donor cell to a recipient cell. So this is what we call plasmid. And what type of plasmid it is? It is F plasmid. That is your fertility plasmid. Now here back the third one, transduction, bacterial DNA is moved from one bacterium to another by a virus. Clear? So that is all about your bacterial reproduction. Students, if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. I'll take a live class to clear up your doubts. Thank you so much, students, for watching the session. Bye bye. Take care.